What's up, guys? It's your boy, Barca Boy 103. Welcome back to episode 4 of the Blaugrana Faithful Discussion. This is the live stream where we just come on and we just talk about Barcelona. A lot of topics to discuss. Currently, on my left-hand side, I have the National Assembly going on. Currently talking about the Super League and a lot of juicy topics, man. I don't even know if I can make a video about this because there's just so much to discuss. May have to do a live stream. I'm not too sure, but nonetheless, let's get in and talk about Barcelona over the past week or so. Not that much happened. We did have some big news yesterday, and that is that your main man, Memphis Depay, has finally signed for Barcelona. Freaking 6 months too late, but nonetheless, the deal got done. And also over the past week or so, the big rumors over Barcelona in terms of improving the squad is the center back search, because we've been hearing a lot of news about Soyuncu, Magnoli, Laporte, Ginter, all these center backs have been linked with Barcelona, so we're going to talk about that as well. But yeah, make sure you guys get your questions in the chat, and we'll start going through it very soon. And I'll tell you what, this National Assembly that's going on is absolutely crazy. And this is the first one I've ever watched, because of course, a lot of topics to discuss. But I tell you what, the in-depth and detail they go into these National Assemblies is absolutely ridiculous. So wait for tomorrow's video or live stream. I haven't quite decided what I'm going to do tomorrow, but wait for that. But let's get into the first question. Sell Griezmann and Dembele. I don't know if one of them will be sold this summer. Personally, I'd keep both. I think if Dembele does not want to sign a new contract, of course, get rid of him. Try to get some money as soon as possible. But you need a competitive squad. You cannot, just sell Griezmann, Dembele, and just have Trincao and Collado, right? It's not going to work that way. You need to have a competitive squad, which, each player will push each other to the limit. And that's why I think having both of them are going to be, a good thing. But, of course, if Dembele does not, renew, he can go for sure. But I don't see Barcelona selling both of them this summer. Don't forget to watch along for our neighbors program tomorrow. I'm going to schedule that stream as soon as this ends. I did not forget about it. Thumbnail, everything is ready to go for that. So I will be doing that tomorrow for sure. What do you think about Barcelona? It's not going to happen. He's going to Atletico Madrid, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Ronaldo must be signed. I think he's a great backup option for Jose Gaya, but for me, the dream is Jose Gaya first. If you can't get Jose Gaya, I'll go for Grimaldo. No worries about it. What role will Depay play at Barcelona? Probably, just behind the striker, at the striker position, maybe at the wings as well. Very, very versatile player. Emerson the same as Semedo? Nah, chill. You can't put Emerson and Semedo in the same sentence, man. That's just disrespect on Emerson. Come on. If we sell Griezmann for Juventus, we could get CR7 with Messi. That's not going to happen. How do you think Barca goes for the defense? I think we need a center back and we need a left back. Very, very, very badly. Of course, with us likely selling Junior Firpo, with us likely selling Samuel Umtiti, and also looking to get rid of Clement Lenglet as well. I think we definitely have to reinvest in the defense. What will be the front three now? I think Koeman will start the season off with Messi, Depay, and someone else. The question is, who's that someone else? Is it going to be Griezmann? Is it going to be Dembele? Is it going to be Aguero? Then you put Depay on the wings or just behind Messi and Aguero. We'll have to wait and see. But I think Messi and Depay are definitely going to be 2 out of the starting 3. The question is, who's going to be the other one? Remember to subscribe. Yeah, don't forget to subscribe down below. Also drop a like. We need a left back, a center back, and a DM. Completely agree. We need a left back for Jordi Alba to compete with him. We need a center back to, of course, improve the squad because our center backs are absolutely crap. And we need another midfielder as well. We're going to go into the season with Busquets, De Jong, Pedri again as our starting 3 and no one on the bench. Yeah, Ricky Puig. And as of right now, Elias Muriba is not a Barcelona first-team player, so technically only have 4 midfielders for, a 6-position problem, if you know what I mean. So if we promote Muriba, we need 1 midfielder. If not, we probably need 2, to be honest. So, yeah. Depay number 9, Aguero number 9, Depay 7, Messi 10. If you're referring to the front 3, then that could be true. If you're referring to the shirt numbers, there's other stuff that we're going to be talking about. Will Depay take minutes from Ansu Fati? Probably not. I think we can all agree that Ansu Fati will be a starter ahead of Depay. The question is, will Ansu Fati fully recover to his best and come back from his injury? We'll have to wait and see about that. What are your expectations for next season? My expectation is CL quarterfinals and win La Liga. I mean, I honestly think we should be winning La Liga and Copa del Rey next season. You look at Real Madrid; they haven't bought anyone. They're gonna let go of Ramos, or did actually. They're gonna let go of Varane. They've only signed. I think the only sign they're gonna make is David Alaba. I'm hearing rumors that the only sign they will make this summer is Kylian Mbappe, if it's possible. If not, they're just gonna sit back and not make any signing. So, with Atletico Madrid, all they've really done is taken out Saul and replace him with DePaul, which is not bad, but I think Barcelona should definitely be winning I think Barcelona should definitely be winning La Liga and Copa del Rey. Champions League, I mean, whatever we get. People say sell Griezmann or Dembele doesn't know football, to be honest with you. So you think Trincao can replace Messi or Fati if there's a problem in a big game? Exactly. People think, they just think about money and stuff. It's coming out of your pocket. You need a competitive squad. Messi has 2 years left of Barcelona. He has signed he's going to sign, hopefully. Laporta talked about this as well. He's going to sign a 2-year contract, maybe with an option for the 3rd year. In those 2 years, we need to win a freaking Champions League. We're not going to win a Champions League with Trincao as the backup to Messi. We're not going to win the Champions League with Collado as the backup for Messi. We're not going to win the Champions League with Braithwaite as the backup for Aguero. You need to bring in strong players and have a good squad, and that's what we have right now. I think the front 6, don't even touch them. Messi, Aguero, Griezmann, Depay, Ansu, Dembele. Those are the front 6. Do not touch them whatsoever. If Dembele wants to leave, does not renew, sell him, bring him in a replacement, that's fine. Those 6 are going to be the front 3, and you can't even rely on Ansu Fati as well because he's coming back from injuries. Technically, only have 5. Then you can, trust in Collado or someone from Barcelona B. So you have that little gap right there. If outside of Fati, comes back, really fire on all cylinders, all that sort of stuff. So you have to have all 6 of them. That's what made me laugh. Bring Paulinho. Apparently, Paulinho now is a free agent. There are no rumors that he's going to Barcelona, and I don't think it's going to happen. But I haven't seen people saying that, which I think is pretty funny. Which is more likely, Trincao to be sold or on a loan? Definitely a loan. I think if someone offers money for Trincao, of course, Barcelona going to take it. But I think a loan move is looking very, very likely by each and passing day. Let Isaac go to Chelsea so we can get Haaland next year. I'd say so. The question is it's going to be a big indication on who Chelsea get for their striker this summer. If they go for Lukaku, Haaland, Isaac, whoever they get, because there's going to be, of course, 2 more that are going to be available. So for me, I think Haaland to Barcelona is what I want. I think next summer with the 75 million release clause, Juan Laporta is definitely going to go for it. He, of course, done some favors to Raiola over the past few months. So I have to wait and see. But I do believe the Haaland next summer is going to be a big, big battle for him with all the top clubs in the world. Thoughts on Dembele's injury? I mean, it is what it is. Hopefully it's not serious. Because if it's serious, this could have a big, impact on his future. Let's say he does not renew. We can't really sell him because he's injured. So, it could go either way. We'll have to wait and see how the injury actually is. This is not the one I want to click. I want to click this one. Do you think we should go for Locatelli if we sell Coutinho? Locatelli is going to Juventus. I don't see that happening. I don't see him coming to Barcelona, although I do think he's a fantastic player. I think, and plus he's going to be too expensive. Sassuolo are asking for 60 million, and Juventus can't even afford that, and they're the favorites for it. They're offering, I think, 3 million plus a couple players. So I don't think we're in the race for Locatelli. I think he's a good player, though. Gaia or Laporte, which signing is important? I'd say Aymeric Laporte because you have Mingueza who can play left back. You have Des who can play left back. But our center backs are crap, man. Besides from the fact of, Umtiti Lenglet, we need to bring in a strong center back. Although Laporte didn't really do well yesterday against who they played, Poland, against Lewandowski. But I think Laporte should be the priority over Jose Gaia. That's not the one I want to like. Should we take R2 back, man? I'll take him back. I've seen a lot of people in my video this morning saying, he has, problems with, outside football behavior. He got DUI, all that stuff. Personally, don't want to really deal with that. But for me, on the pitch, he's absolutely fantastic. And if we could swap back Pjanic and Artur, I think Laporte would do it. Of course, I would do it. But for me, I would say yes. But I know a lot of people are on the fence about Artur. Thoughts on Mariba. Still has a lot of developing to do. I don't think he should. I honestly think he should be registered as a Barcelona B player, and then of course go with the Barcelona first team every single day, cover the squad, make some type of appearances. But if you can't get into the team, at least you'd be able to drop back down to Barcelona B and play with them. I don't think he's shown enough to maybe go, wow, he should be in the starting lineup, at least on the bench every single game, similar to Ricky Puig. I think we should be taking our time with Reba. I don't think he's shown that much. Of course, he scored a goal against Osasuna, had one decent performance. I don't think he's shown us that much quite yet. More signings incoming. I think there is. Right now, like the 4 signings we made this summer, right? Depay, Aguero, Emerson, and Eric Garcia. We knew all 4 of them were coming like 4 months ago, right? The question was when and how early, all that sort of stuff. And Joan Laporta came out last night saying that after Depay, we're going to sign maybe 3 or 4 more players. I'm like, damn, 3 or 4 more players. Are you mad? Oh, well, of course, left back, center back, center mid, but anyways, so I think the next signing will be, to answer your question, yes, there's going to be more signing coming. The question is, who's it going to be now? Because the next ones I think is going to be very exciting because we already knew Depay was coming, Aguero was coming, Garcia and Emery were all coming. So the next signing is going to be very, very big. It's going to be, the big question mark at the moment. So we'll have to wait and see what happens. What's the update on the General Assembly? It's still going on right now. They're asking questions about the Super League to Joan Laporta. Man, there's so much to cover. I don't know if I should do a video or if I should do a live stream. And I only have like 3 hours left in my day. So because I have to go back home and stuff. So I have no idea what to do because there's so if I just talk about all the other news and then add in the General Assembly, the video will be like 15-20 minutes long. I know a lot of people don't really like watching a long video, but then again, I want to talk about everything that was discussed because they talked about so many big topics. So and it's still not done yet. They've been going since, I think, let me check the exact time. I think they've been going since like 8 a.m. or something like that. They've been going since 9 a.m. and right now it's 2. So 9 and 10, 11, 12, 1. They've been going for like 5 hours. And I think now they're at the end because they're talking about the Super League, but we'll wait and see. But let me know in the chat. Do you prefer a video? Do you prefer a live stream? Or you just, whatever you decide, I'm okay with. You can let me know about that too. But yeah. Hey, Barca Board, Laporta said we could sign 3 more players. Do you think one could potentially be Gosens? I think the assembly actually just ended. So I did talk about the signings. I don't think one of them will be Gosens. I think Gosens will be too expensive. I'll talk about that in tomorrow's transfer video as well. They're asking for 30 million at Atlanta. We can't even afford 5 million. So I mean, I don't think that's going to be possible. I think they're ending it right now. Actually, no, they're still going. My God. I'm seeing a lot of video and a lot of live stream. I guess I'll just have to decide because either way, someone's going to be unhappy. So we'll see. Your thoughts on the midfield situation? We need to bring in a midfielder. Get rid of Pianch. Get rid of Fernandez. Bring in midfield. This is the thing about. Let me tell you. I want to give you guys my thoughts about Wijnaldum. So, how do I say it nicely? Or not say it like pushly. Wijnaldum, us listening on Wijnaldum has a lot of positives to it and also a lot of negatives to it. The positive is, of course, 30 years old. We're going to at least get someone younger, get someone who's going to be more so for the long term. A lot of people didn't really like him. Of course, he's been playing very poorly over the past year or so. But the negatives is that firstly, we lost a player to PSG, which you always hate when you get, when you have a player that's a done deal almost. Someone comes in and takes him last second. That's always annoying. And secondly, now we have to go look for another midfielder. We already had that midfielder sorted. We could have focused on a center back and a left back. But now we lost another midfielder. We had to dwell on another midfielder, all that sort of stuff. So there was positive and negatives to Wijnaldum. But again, the big question is now for Barcelona, who they get to get. Of course, we're not going to get Wijnaldum. We talked about in today's transfer video that Mikel Merino is ruled out because he's way too expensive. So we haven't been to anyone else. But we all know the Barcelona wanted midfielder. We know that Ronald Koeman is asking Laporta, look, to be honest, all I really want is a midfielder. I don't really need a left back, all that sort of stuff. Give me a midfielder. So we'll have to wait and see about that. Did you watch Germany versus Portugal 4-2? Yes, I did. Exactly. So people who are asking about Depay, I think he's a fantastic player. I would take him at Barcelona. But he's going to Atletico Madrid. That is pretty much a done deal. I think he did his medicals yesterday or today. 35 million, I think he's going for. So we can't really get him anymore. In Ndombele, I mean, one bad season. He was good at Lyon. Bad season as a Spurs, did okay this season. I mean, Depends on the price for me, but it's just based on ability. I guess I would take him. Arwa, Ruben Diaz. I'm not Ruben Diaz. Ruben Neves. Arwa for sure. Ruben Neves, I'm a bit on the fence with, to be honest. Why are there no rumors about selling Mateus Fernandes? Because nobody wants him. It's looking like a loan move. So I don't think we're going to be selling Fernandes. It'll be a loan move for sure. I heard Xavi's available for that midfield. Yeah, bring him in. I'll take him back. I'll take how old is he right now? Like 37? Let me check. Xavi. What? 41? He'll still rock up in the midfield. No problems. No problems. Again, Locatelli would be a fantastic option, but again, he is going to – well, it's not going to Juventus quite yet. We can't afford him. Sassuolo are asking for 60 million, and Juventus, who have more money than Barcelona, can barely afford him. They're offering 30 million plus a few players. So Locatelli, I'd take him 100%. If we had the money, I'd be crying out for him as well, but we just can't get him. I want to talk about players that are realistic, not players that are just dream signings. You know, like people saying like this: would you sign Kimmich if we had the money? Of course I would. He's probably my dream option. If you ask me to pick any midfielder in the world to come to Barcelona right now, my answer to you is Kimmich. So, again, but it's just not realistic. Do you think we will get Coutinho? I mean, we already have him, but do we think we're going to sell him? I don't know. I think the loan move is again looking very, very likely for him. Don't invite a big to Barcelona. I mean, I would take him out loan, to be honest. But the question is, will we get him? And will Manchester United let him go? It's also available in the market. I'm not quite too sure. He's one of Spurs' star midfielder, so I don't really think so. Sandro Tonali, I mean, he had one good season at Brescia. AC Milan, he's been pretty dead. So I don't really think so. Tonali for Fair Plus 12. I mean, I'd do that, but I don't know. Would you sell Dembele or Griezmann to get Kimmich? Oof. The thing is, right, I don't want to be a hypocrite. If I sell Griezmann to get Kimmich, then I'm going to have to sign another forward. But if I just use what I have right now, all I have to do is bring in, a midfielder. So in the end, you're losing one player to bring in two, which is, two different problems. Man, I don't Yeah, I'd sell Griezmann to get Kimmich, honestly, if I'm being completely honest. If I'm keeping it 100. Barca Boys, Spain are a pain to watch. Italy are the most fun team to watch. Yeah, I agree. I think Italy, they have a good chance of going to, if they get to like the Euro finals, maybe they'll win it. But they have a good chance to go a long way. Of course, it all depends on who they face while they're going there. I think they could potentially face Belgium and France, so we'll have to wait and see. Laporte, Gaia, and Fabio Ruiz next 2 transfers. I mean, that would be absolutely fantastic. But again, we just don't have the money. We cannot afford that in any way, shape, or form. Fabio Ruiz, 60 million. Laporte, 60 million. Gaia, 30, 40. Let's just say 30. So that's what? Damn dear, 150 million for them 3. We can't even afford 10 million. So, I mean, I wish, but it's not gonna happen. Conrad going on loan. Yes, we talked about in today's transfer. But it's not going to be a loan move. I think it's going to be we're actually selling him for $5 million. Then we have a buyback option instilled in there. So Conrad will be leaving Barcelona. I think it's going to be he's going to go for his medical on Wednesday or Thursday. So probably Friday the deal will be announced, or maybe Saturday. So we'll wait and see. Luis Enrique back to the Camp Nou as a manager. I'd take him back. Yeah, of course I would take him back. Absolute legend. So we'll see. Are Barcelona really interested in Sayuncu? I think probably not. They're just throwing out names out there, but I'm just, reporting the news. Right? I'm just telling you what I'm seeing. Then we can talk about it. Don't think he's the right profile that Barcelona should be looking for at the moment. So we'll have to wait and see. Aguero going to start or come off the bench for Barcelona? That's a great question. I think with Depay coming in, he's probably going to start on the bench, and then he'll come in as a sub. But of course, anything can change. Maybe Depay gets injured, he goes out of form, Aguero's, training well. So we'll have to wait and see. But I think Depay will be starting ahead of Aguero. Enrique or Pep. Obviously Pep, but both of them are fantastic. Alexander Isaac, I talked about this already. Again, Barcelona just can't afford it. We're looking at what? Again, 60 million for him to get him from Real Sociedad. Would Borussia Dortmund have first refusal and a 30 million buyback option? It's just, I get you guys want to dream and stuff, but let's be realistic. We can't get these players, Locatelli, Fabian Ruiz, Kimmich, Isaac. We can't afford it. So maybe these are the good targets for next summer, but this summer it's just very, very unlikely. Is it possible to swap Roberto for Laporte? Wait for tomorrow's transfer video because we're going to talk about that. But long story short, City don't want any Barcelona players. So, I mean, it's going to be quite the hassle to get Laporte, to say the least. Back four at the moment. So, at the moment, with the players we have right now, I believe that Koeman will pick Emerson, PK, Araujo, and Jordi Alba. For me, I would go with Emerson, PK, Eric Garcia, Jordi Alba. I would start the season off with Eric Garcia just to see how he fits in alongside PK. I think right now, Araujo and Garcia are very, very similar levels, so it depends on who you want to pick. For me, we already have that tall center back in Gerard Piqué. I want that more versatile, not versatile, but the more, what's the word I'm looking for? Anyways, but yeah, that's what I think. So I think, yeah, Koeman will go with Emerson, PK, Araujo, Jordi Alba. But let me know what you guys think about it. Garcia's overrated. I mean, come on. Who should be your midfield three? Again, similar. Koeman's going to go with Busquets, De Jong, and Pedri. As of right now, I'll probably go with Busquets, De Jong, and Pedri. But, of course, subject to change if people are injured and Pedri's maybe, tired. So we'll see. PK needs to sit down. I mean, he's going to be starting. So continues. Not really. We haven't been linked to him in a long time. A lot of clubs in for him. PSG, Man United, Real Madrid, Juventus, blah, blah, blah. A lot of options out there. Ginter's a good option for Barcelona. Yeah, I wouldn't mind Ginter, but again, 30 million. We can't really afford it. If it's cheaper, then possibly. Now your front three. For me, the front three. Messi. You know what? I'm going to go bold. I would start the season off with Messi on the right, Dembele on the left, and Depay out front. That's what I would start the season off with. Of course, something to change with Aguero, Griezmann, and Ansu Fati. Just say Ansu Fati's not fit for the start of the season. Of course, I think if he's fit, I would have started him. Right now, I think the front three for me would be Messi, Dembele, and Depay. I think looking at Aguero, not really, fit. Griezmann, I think, could easily come in for Depay, but I think we tried Griezmann up top by himself. It doesn't really work out. So I think Griezmann is probably more so a left-sided forward or maybe in behind. So that would be my front three. Swap Dembele, Umtiti, and Pjanic for De Ligt. I mean, let's say Dembele does not renew. Hell yeah. But the question is, will Juventus accept that? I'm not quite too sure. But definitely I would do that. Do you think Dembele is holding Barca back with all those injuries? Should we sell and get someone more durable and better? Again, for me, this is what I would do. Offer Dembele a new contract. Say, look, let's say Dembele's on 250K a week, right? New contract. You're on about 90K per week plus variables. You score 20 goals, I'll add, a couple million. You get 20 assists, not 20. If you get 10 assists, I'll add a couple million. You win the Champions League, a couple million, blah, 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 blah. That's what I offer to him. If he says no, like, yep, out the door, adios, amigo. If he says yes, he signs it, and I'll be happy with it. So that's what I would do with the Dembele situation. Of course, his injury record is pretty much dreadful. I think this assembly now is done now. So I'll wait and see about that. There's a question here that I want to see. Yes, so I'm going to be doing a watch along for the Argentina game tomorrow. After stream, I'm going to set up the stream to go live. So watch out for that. Inaki Pena or Neto? This is the big question, over the past week or so. I understand the club's standpoint that, we don't want to start Inaki Pena. We don't want to start the season with Inaki Pena in goal. Of course, with the Champions League and the Liga big games, you want to start off well. And of course, he has not played a single minute for Barcelona first team quite yet. I guess Neto experience, all that sort of stuff. The thing with Neto is that he's on 100K a week, and we can't afford that. So for me, same thing as Dembele, I'd offer Neto a not really a contract renewal, but more so a contract improvement. If he rejects it, I'd sell him, and I'd probably bring in a replacement. I don't know, man. I think Inaki Pena is ready, but I don't want him to start the season off in goal in La Liga and Champions League. I want him to start the season off on the bench with Ter Stegen, play the few couple of Ray games, maybe play a Liga game at the end if we won it or lost it. I want him to slowly come into the game. I don't want to start straight away in the Champions League and La Liga. So it's a bit of a situation for Barcelona. I can't even lie. Ooh, Araujo or Mingueza? As a center back, Araujo. As a full back, Mingueza. But that's kind of dodging the question a bit. If I had to sell one, I'd sell Mingueza and stick with Araujo. I'll put it that way. Will we get any money for the Pjanic sale? Probably not, because probably not. So yeah, looking like the assembly is ending. I think it has ended, to be honest. There's some old guy saying hi to all the Barcelona board members. I saw a question here, someone asking what the assembly is. Let me see if I can find it. I can't find it. So yeah, it looks like the assembly has ended. Emerson or Dest, for me, 100% the starting right back for, who should start in right back for next season is Emerson. But we'll see what Ronald Koeman decides. Trincao or Collado? Oh. I think both should go out on loan, to be honest. But if I had to sell one and keep one, I don't know, man. I think they're both even. So here's the question. What's the General Assembly? So basically, the assembly is basically a board meeting between the Barcelona board and all the members of the club, i.e. us, the Socis. Well, of course, I'm not one on paper, but of course, Anyway, so the season ticket holders, the people who have seats at the Camp Nou, who are official members of the club, they all come to the Camp Nou. They tell them everything that they want to tell them. They have to show everyone the bank statements, where they spend their money on, where the money's coming in and out, all that sort of stuff. And they also make big decisions about Barcelona. For example, today they were supposed to vote on the Super League, but they didn't because Joan Laporta said the Super League is dead. So we're not going to vote on something that's dead. So they vote on stuff such as the budget. They vote on stuff about they actually asked today about a Messi statue, and they all, of course, agreed. Hold up a card saying yes, we agree, or no, and they vote on everything, all the big decisions involving Barcelona. This happens, it's happening once a year. We haven't had one in a while because, of course, COVID. So this is the first big one in a while, and also the first one under Joan Laporta's new era. And yeah, I think they pretty much said yes to everything. Approving the budgets, the 525 million loan from Goldman Sachs. They approved that with, I think, 3% interest, which is actually pretty good for Barcelona. I don't know how Laporta pulled that off, so credit to him. And they're all supposed to vote on the Super League, but Juan Laporta went on the stage saying, look, the Super League is dead, so we're not going to vote on something that's dead. So, yeah, that's the General Assembly. Sign Ben White. I mean, Ben White. Like, why? Why would you even put Ben White? We need a stable midfield alongside De Jong so we can go back to the 4-2-3-1 and take Messi off the wing and have him in a free wall. Ansu left wing, Dembele striker, Messi cam, and Bamboos at right wing. I think this is what Ronald Koeman wants to do. I think he wants to go back to the 4-2-3-1. If we signed Wijnaldum, I think it would have been the 4-2-3-1 100%. But I think with all the pressure at Barcelona, he's going to stick with the 4-3-3. Get Declan Rice. I mean, he won't come because he's English, right? Barcelona don't really like to sign English players, especially from the, well, of course, they're English, they're going to be from the Premier League most likely. But of course, there's Trippier in Atletico Madrid. But nonetheless, Barcelona don't really like signing English players because, of course, they don't really, what's the word, adapt well. So we'll put it that way. Would I take him? Probably not. With his price tag, no thanks. Thoughts on Ryan Gravenberch? Will you take him at Barcelona? Hell yeah. I mean, like, bloody hell, I would definitely take him at the club. He could be a midfielder we could actually bring in because he's going to be costing around 20 to 30 million, so that's somewhat affordable for Barcelona. So we'll see. What is this? Yo, I ain't no CDM, man. I ain't no CDM. See, you know what? Jack Grealish is probably one of the only English players that I would take at Barcelona. The three English players off the top of my head that I would take at Barcelona is Jack Grealish, Phil Foden, and Harry Kane. I think Harry Kane was a bit younger. I'd be crying out for him. I think he's bloody brilliant, but of course, with him being 29, coming to the end of his career, we don't really need that. But Jack Grealish, bloody hell, how good of a guy is he? He is so damn good. The question is, could he adapt to the Barcelona style and the Barcelona philosophy and the atmosphere? And same with Phil Foden. I think Phil Foden is absolutely brilliant as well. So, Dumfries to Barcelona, that won't be happening, Jacob, because we have Dest and Emerson at right back. We don't need a third right back, so that won't be happening. Mason Mount, I wouldn't take Mason Mount to Barcelona. I don't think he's at the level of Phil Foden and Jack Grealish quite yet. He can maybe be there, but right now I wouldn't. This was another good shout as well. Billy Gilmore from Chelsea. I think he has potential to be a Barcelona player. He's showing a lot of signs of it, but I think it's a bit too early to sign him or go for him. But I think he has that. It'll be like Jack Grealish, Foden, then like Billy Gilmore on like the reserves. Should Busquets start next season? I mean, best CDM in the world. Why wouldn't he start? I think he's going to be 100% a starter. The question is, will his pace drop off? Of course, he just had COVID, so he has really recovered from it. He's supposed to play in Spain's next game, but yeah, I think he's going to be starting 100%. What about Greenwood? I think he's not there quite yet for me, like saying, oh, go sign him right now, like Phil Foden and Jack Grealish, but definitely has been to be a Barcelona player, but he's going to be a Manchester United boy for life. Other players rumored to leave decide not to leave. What can Laporta do? Laporta will terminate their contracts, which means they just cancel the contract. They'll pay them, 10 million to, break the contract, and then they'll be a free agent. So that's what Juan Laporta is looking to do with that 525 million loan from Golden Sachs. Do you think next year Haaland will come to Barcelona? It's gonna be a big battle. It's gonna be a massive, massive, massive battle. I believe with Juan Laporta, I think we will get Erling Haaland if we go for him, of course. What about him and Song? What do you think about Barcelona? We already got a lot of wingers. I think he's a good player, but coming to the age of 29-ish, 28-ish. So yeah, I wouldn't go for him. How about Depay? We talked about Depay already, but just so you know, he signed for Atletico Madrid, so he's not going to be coming to Barcelona. Should we exchange Firpo for Kessie or Tonali? I think Barcelona have offered this because AC Milan only offering a loan for Junior Firpo, but they're saying, oh, we'll give you Romagnoli or someone else, not giving the players that Barcelona are asking for. So this is possible if AC Milan agree to it, but they don't want to swap, their starting midfielder for a backup left back, right? It doesn't make that much sense. So, yeah. Laporta will use his power to sign Haaland. Remember that he beat the other top club to sign Ronaldinho back in 2013. I do remember that. But this one, man, it's just every single club in the world, top 20 clubs in the world, will be in the race for this. Because, let's say, for example, Arsenal. They're not a top club anymore. They're pretty dead. But they'll have 75 million. You'd be like, you know what? We'll pay it. How long do you want to come? You're like, yeah, now, of course. But Arsenal will still be like, yeah, we'll pay this release clause. So it's going to be a huge, and I mean huge battle. Fabian Ruiz of Barcelona, I would take him 100%, but we can't afford him. Clement, not really the Barcelona midfielder that I want. I think he's a good player. But yeah, I don't think he's going to be coming to Barcelona. Ooh, here's the big question. Next expected signing. I have no idea. There is literally nothing out there to tell me who's going to be Barcelona's next signing. All I know is that Barcelona are 100% going to be making another signing. The big question is, man, who is it going to be? I have no idea. There are no rumors whatsoever about any deal being close or any deal, being far away, I had no idea. Literally, I couldn't even. I'd say right now, the most likely would be a left back, whether it's Jose Gaya or Esmeraldo. But then again, we are looking for a center back. We are looking for a center mid. We are looking to do a swap deal with Man City or Juventus. So, and Juan Laporta again said this in the General Assembly, saying, look, we're going to be doing a lot of player swaps, so watch out for those, and you'll see what happens. Because a lot of the members were asking, what happens if the players don't leave, blah, 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 why you have the players on high wages. Don't worry, we'll deal with it. But we are going to be doing a lot of player swaps, so watch out for that. So, yeah. Do you think that's effective will retire Barcelona? Too early to call, but he's good for sure. What about Alejandro Balde? Too early for him. Again, I think he should be playing. I think he should be like Elias Moriba, train with the Barcelona team every single day. If there's an injury, he comes in, but stick with Barcelona B and play more. The next summer, he goes out on loan, or he goes to the Barcelona team. If, say, for example, Jordi Alba retires or something happens to him or something like that, right? Or maybe the new left back that we buy. But he needs one more year at Barcelona B for me. Would you sign Çalhanoğlu on a free deal? Nope. Again, Depay, Griezmann, Messi, Dembele, Ansu, Aguero. We already have our front six. Of course, in the midfield, he's basically Coutinho 2.0. I'd rather just keep Coutinho than bringing Çalhanoğlu on a free deal. So that'd be a big fat no. What will the total money if we sell unneeded players? Let's go through it. So Pjanic, 20 million. Firpo, 20 million. Fernandez, we'll just say 5 million for the argument's sake. Lenglet, I think we can get 30 million for him. Umtiti, another 10. Let's go to this actual list. Alenia, 10, we'll say that. That's 100 million. Braithwaite, let's say 10, 110 million. Neto, let's say 10, 130 million. Coutinho, let's say 20, so 150 million. And then Roberto, let's say 30 million at the bare minimum. That's 180 million. And then Trincao, if we do sell him, I'd say 30 million again. So that's 210 million. But again, to get that price and also to sell all those players this in one transfer window is pretty much next to impossible. And of course, you have to need the club. You're gonna need the clubs to come in and buy those players. But I say at the bare minimum, you can get about 210 million for all those players that I just listed off. What about the 500 million that Laporta will use for transfer? Well, to correct your mistake, he will not be using it for transfer. He said during the National Assembly, saying that this money will be used to pay the players off for their transfer fee. We still owe money for Coutinho, Pjanic, Artur, Malcolm, Silesen, all the other crap players. We still owe money for those transfers. So that 500 million is going to go to that. Also, the current wages of the players and other stuff as well. So it's not going to be. He literally said this in the assembly that it will not be going towards transfers this summer anyway. So maybe next summer, wait and see. But nothing will happen this summer with that 500 million. So yeah. Son continue at 20 what? 20 million. What do you think? I mean, 20 apples? Like all the figures I was saying were in millions in case some people didn't know. Do you want Van der Beek at Barca? I'll tell you this, Alfred. I wouldn't say I want him, but I'll take him. You know, it's kind of like a burger. If you give me a burger right now, I'd eat it. But right now, if you ask me, do I want a burger? I'd say no. You know what I mean? You know, it's kind of like that. Coutinho way too good for 20 million. He's been out injured for a year. He's been crap. He went on a loan, moved in, do nothing. He's not fitting in Barcelona. There's no one who wants to pay anything for Coutinho right now. That's what I'm saying. Bare minimum, I'd take 20 million. PK is trash. I hate him. Well, damn, Jesse. First player to get sold. Oof. I'd say Junior Firpo. As a guess of who will be sold first. Can we swap Dembele, Pjanic, and Griezmann for Lenglet? Isn't these players enough for him? I mean, yeah, but we're overpaying at that point. I'd say that's the exact evaluation of Lenglet, but The question is, would you please accept that? And another question is, would Barcelona accept that? 3 players for one. Because again, you're gonna have to replace Pjanic in the team. You're gonna have to replace Griezmann and Dembele as well. So, yeah. So Eric Garcia as a starter and starting lineup. I just talked about that earlier in the streams. Just watch it back and you'll hear it back. Terminate. Oh wait, where is it? There it is. Terminate Fernandez's contract. I mean, it's a possibility, but very unlikely. Do you like PK? If you look at my channel down below, it says Barca Boy 103, and that number 3 in my name is because of PK. So maybe that will answer your question. What is this? Would you take Scott McTominay from Manchester United? Hell no, I wouldn't take him. The Man United players don't even want him. Scooby-Doo. Do you think Pedri will end up like Puig if Laporta signs another midfielder? No, I think there are quotes coming out from Alfred Shooter the other day when we signed Depay saying, oh, yeah, we're happy about Depay, all that sort of stuff. And then he's like, yeah, Pedri was the player that amazed us the most, that surprised us the most. So I don't think that's going to be the case. And as you can see, he's starting for, Spain in the World Cup with, Fabian Ruiz on the bench, Sarabia on the bench, Saul not making it into the squad, all these other players. So we have a real gem in Pedri. Is Dylan coming to Barca? This summer, no, but maybe in the future, definitely. He's not a pretty good CDM. Yeah, he's not. There's your answer. And there you go. People tell me Scott McTominay coming to Barcelona. I mean, are you serious? If we don't start Depay, he will drop a diss track on Koeman. You know what? Let's play some Depay music. Because you know what? I don't even care if I get copyrighted. I've been listening to his music. When he signed, I downloaded his whole playlist. He made some fire stuff. I'll pick my favorite one so far. This one for a week. I like this one. Feel free to copyright me because I don't care. We're vibing. Feeling like a boss, I'll be catching place. This shit for my dogs, we be living great. Pray to God, hope I see another day. Hey, we be in the land for a week. Fire pit on flames when it's. This guy makes some fire music, He makes some fire music. Should you miss Vidal in the midfield? Yeah, I think Vidal in the midfield, like a young Vidal, not the one right now, of course, would be brilliant. I think when we sold him to Enter, I said, you know what? I was on the fence with it. If we sell him, great. If not, not great, but okay, we'll keep him. But for the amount of money we sold him to, I think it was a bit low. You're getting copyright. Yeah, I know I'm getting copyright. I don't care, man. We're vibing. Paredes to Barcelona. That's not a bad show. I would take him, but I don't think PSG would sell Paredes to Barcelona. You know, we're playing it again, just to annoy you, Woo! Woo! Gotta get paid like I'm Lily. Kiki on the river when we ever did it. Give me, still I have a bit. 25 from never died, don't be silly. All money in like I'm king this. Really come from nothing. This is a banger. It's called For a Week if people want to let's do it. It's a banger. Bro, my favorite signing for Laporta is Depay. I think he's my favorite so far, yeah. Of course, Eric Garcia coming back home. Emerson, a great addition. Aguero, good addition as well. But yeah, it's Depay. Because for me, right? Here's another good question. How much is Depay worth? I'd say right now with that Barcelona contract, probably looking at 30 million because he only signed a 2-year deal. So 30, 20 million-ish. But I'd say, yeah, Depay was the most exciting signing for me because I've been calling for him since like August. When I started my YouTube channel, I was on like 200 subscribers. I said, yo, Depay would be a great signing for Barcelona. And now it's finally happened. So that's why I'm a little bit on like, the hype train and listening to his music. But yeah, I think he's banging signing. But he made like a freestyle and he mentioned Messi in it. So I was like, he was destined to come to Barcelona. From Robert, No Love is actual banger. Do I have that downloaded? No Love, No Lover. Oh yeah, here it is. No, boom. Yeah, it's a banger, man. A banger. He makes bangers. The Barcelona would be great. It would be great, but it's unfortunately not going to happen. Ginter, we talked about it in yesterday's transfer video or a few transfer videos ago. Barcelona are not interested in him at the moment. Oh my God! Thank God Barcelona is not Lautaro. Go look at my old videos. I've been saying for 90 million or 100. What was it? We were gonna offer 100 million or 35 million plus Firpo. It was a dire deal for Barcelona. Thank God Inter Milan said no because Bartomeu was about to do it. Lautaro Martinez came out saying that Bartomeu was ready to do it. Inter Milan did not accept the proposal. Like Bartomeu was about to spend 100 million on Lautaro. Bartomeu was about to spend 100 million on Lautaro Martinez in the middle of a pandemic. I mean, like, bloody hell. Could not believe my eyes. Could not believe my eyes. Is Barcelona looking for another midfielder? Yes. Who it is? No idea. What are you drinking? Well, this is just some H2O, you know? Drink at least 2 liters a day, everyone. Stay healthy. Second goalkeeper, Tellez or Iñaki Peña. It will be Iñaki Peña. I think Arnau will stay for the Barcelona B. He'll be the Barcelona B starting goalkeeper. So, your prediction for our starting front three next season? I said Messi, everyone fit, aside from Ansu, because he's coming back from a long injury. I'd say Messi, Dembele, Depay. I think that's what Koeman's going to go with. So. Oh my God, I'm dead. You know what? That's probably the funniest comment I've ever seen. So, shout out you for that. Do you think after the 2022 World Cup, Messi will retire from Argentina? Depends. If the Copa America's in 2023, maybe not. But if it's in like 2024, I think he will retire. Carmelo for left back. Yep, don't mind that whatsoever. Barca boys drinking. I don't drink, so there you go. There's no way I'm drinking. What is your real name? If you go on my social media, link is down below, my Twitter and Instagram. You can see my real name there if you really want to, know it. With the arrival of the Depay, we can sell both Griezmann and Dembele, and then we can buy a left back and then a left center back if possible, then a midfielder as well. The question is, who's going to buy Antoine Griezmann and Dembele? So it's just, if we sell them, we sell them. If not, we not. So, we shall see. What is Barcelona's planning with the center defense midfield? Man, I'm tired of seeing Busquets. Well, Mr. Felix, Busquets is probably the best CDM in the world, so I don't know why you don't want to see him. There's a famous saying that a lot of commentators and good footballers say as well. When you watch the game, you don't see Busquets. But when you watch Busquets, you see the entire game. So, back to your question, though. I'm trying to, just trying to defend Busquets there for a little bit. I think we're gonna see another midfielder. We have no idea who it is. We talked about it in this morning's transfer video. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. But Barcelona wanted to sign a midfielder. Ronald Koeman is asking Laporta to sign a midfielder. Barcelona are starting to study some options right now, but nothing's on the table right now. We know that Wijnaldum's coming 100%, and Mikel Merino, someone that Koeman likes, we're gonna be priced out of him because Real Sociedad are asking for around 60 million. So that's gonna be very unlikely. Your Barca Board, I've been watching your videos for a long time. Your videos are great. Keep it up, bro. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. What's up, guys? It's your boy, Barca Boy. That's really cool, though. Yeah. It's like the first intro I did, so I just stuck with it, Yeah, I saw this the other day, too. I was dying. They want to replace Ramos. Well, they kind of replaced Ramos with David Alaba. But when they signed him, they didn't really know where he was going to play. Now they know he's going to play center back. But they're really going to replace Rafael Varane with Jesus Vallejo. I mean, bloody hell. If we don't win La Liga and the Copa del Rey, we are trash. How long do you think we will get to win the next Champions League? I'd say within the next 3 years. Hopefully with Messi. Here's a good question. Will Spain qualify for the round 16 with Morata? I tell you what. Who did they play in the last game? Is it... check. Let's check real quick. I honestly think that this Spain team up front is absolutely dreadful. So they've already played Sweden and Poland. They played Slovakia. And if they don't, I mean, they have Skriniar in the defense, so he's not that bad. So I'm going to go bold. I'm going to say Spain do not qualify for the round of 16. Hopefully they do. But, yeah. Barca Boy, your intro is actually dope. Love it. Thank you. I love that song. Yo son culers, mahida se Paco, en se Barcelona, a Barcelona se Paco. Lo, 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 lo. Swap Ramos for PK. I mean, Ramos is free, so we can just bring him in and keep PK at the same time, but Turkey got eliminated. Yeah, I know. They scored 1 goal, 3 games, no points. I mean, they're trash. That's the one I wanted to click on. Should we swap Pianch for Rabiot? Rabiot is doing pretty well with France. I mean, if that opportunity came on the table, I would take it. But I would go for Bentancur just because he's a little bit younger. Because in the end, he probably won't stay around for Barcelona that long. But if that was the only opportunity on the table, Rabiot Pianch swap, I would take it. Imagine Ramos at Barca. Yeah, I can't imagine that. I can't imagine that. Bentancur is trash, I guess. But then again, you have to think about who has more value, right? I think right now Bentancur has more value because he's younger and has longer. He's a longer contract. But yeah, Barca boy, or not Barca boy. Barca should sell Dembele. He got injured again. Yeah, I know it's unfortunate, but it happens. It happens. All right, so we're gonna end this live stream. We're gonna send in your last few questions before I wrap it up. Last call for questions. Last call for questions. If Busquets retires, who should replace him? Busquets is irreplaceable. Next question. Bring in Paulinho back. Let's go. Get him in there. I'll take him every single day of the week. How old is he? I'm actually kind of curious. Paulinho. 32 years old. I mean, we have ultimate midfielders, so I mean, maybe we'll see. We'll see. Laporta confirmed there'll be more stands. What do you think? Who do you think will come? I mean, I have no idea. Literally no idea. I think it's going to be a left back and a center back and a center mid, but the names I could not tell you. What are the chances of Argentina in the Copa America? If they can beat Brazil, they'll win. If not, they will. If not, I think Brazil's their only stumbling block, so to speak, right? So Conte or Busquets, easily Busquets. Are we not offering the Buzz United for $60 million? They're offering more money for Sancho to Borussia Dortmund. United were interested in Dembele last summer. They're not going to pay $60 million. $60 million for Dembele now. So please do more live streams. Really cool. I see. So tomorrow, I don't know if I'm going to do a video or a live stream. 100% I'm going to be watching the Copa America, Argentina versus Paraguay. There will be a live stream for that. But I don't know if I should do a live stream for the news or not. So we'll see. You know what? This is such a good question. I'm going to end it off on this question. Morata's finishing or Timo Werner's finishing? I mean, my finishing. Can I take my finishing instead? But on a real, I mean, let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. Who would you rather take up front? You have a Champions League final tomorrow. You can only pick Morata or Timo Werner up front. Who are you picking? For me, I'd probably take Timo Werner, simply on the fact that he's faster and he's better on the ball. But I think, like, both of their finishing is absolutely dreadful. But for the work that Timo Werner does off the ball, I take him. So both are terrible, says Tony. Everyone's saying Werner in the chat. I don't see one person saying Morata. So, yeah. Everyone's saying Timo Werner is a good Barca boy. Yeah, that's what I mean. So his finishing is a little bit, questionable. His work off the ball and his work when he has the ball besides him finishing, I think is very good. And I think I'd take him over Morata. But both their finishings are like on a different level. So, anyways, I was going to end it on that note. Hope you guys enjoyed this live stream. If you did, make sure you slap a like on it. And, of course, do not forget to subscribe down below. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Of course, I'm trying to do this once a week. Just come on a live stream and just talk about Barcelona. Love doing this. Just, what makes me happy is Barcelona, and talking about Barcelona is the best feeling. And of course, I don't really have that many friends that are Barcelona fans. I have more friends that are like other teams fans, like Real Madrid, Arsenal, Chelsea, Juventus. I don't really have a good friend that's a Barcelona fan. Actually, I do have one, but I just love coming on here and just talking about Barcelona. I wish I could do this forever, but I know people get annoyed and people are like, oh, I want to watch this video like later on, so don't make it too long. So anyways, see you guys next time on the channel. Tomorrow there will be a live watch along, Argentina versus Paraguay. And also there will be a transfer video, whether it's going to be a live stream or an actual video that I upload. I haven't decided about that quite yet, but expect two videos tomorrow, live stream and a transfer video. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Let me just set this up real quick. Yeah. I think they're ending the General Assembly as well. I think that's coming to a conclusion, but Laporta is still speaking. So anyways, see you guys on the next live stream. I'll see you guys tomorrow for the video and the live watch along for Argentina versus Paraguay. Take care and Forza Barca.